Hey guys, it's Sydney and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing the long-awaited curly hair routine. I get questions on TikTok, YouTube, text messages saying, do your curly hair routine, let us know what products you use, all of that. And I've just been waiting for the right time to do it, so now is that time. So excited to be showing you guys what I do with my curly hair and how I get it ready for the week. I usually wash my hair every Sunday. I know a lot of you guys may be watching like bi-weekly, so just do whatever works for you. I'm gonna be showing the products that work for myself and I hope they can help you out at home. So this is actually my washed hair. As you can see, it is super big, super frizzy, a lot of volume, but this is not how it started out. So let's push it back a little bit. I actually washed my hair earlier, so let's go back to then and I'll show you guys the products that I use. The shampoo and conditioner I use is my Rosemary Mint. It's in the green bottle and I use the conditioner that goes with it as well. Now my has not always had a shampoo and conditioner. The conditioner is more of a product that is new. I feel like they came out with it at the beginning of this year and I've been loving it ever since. There's another conditioner I use. I'll drop it in the description below so if you guys want to check that out. But I've been using my and shampoo and conditioner. And that's what I use to wash my hair. Both are really great products. They give you a really good scent. That's one thing I love about the shampoo is I don't feel like my hair is extremely dry after I use it. So I, of course, will go in, whenever I wash my hair, I'll go in with the shampoo first. I'll put that on my scalp. Start with my scalp. I scrub it in. I have a little scrubber. You guys can buy this off of Amazon. I'll link it in my Amazon storefront in the description. But I just go with the shampoo. I wash that out. In terms of using conditioner, I start at the very ends of my hair. Then I'll lastly do the scalp. I just have a lot of tangles in the middle parts of the strands, and so I like to work from the bottom up. After I use the conditioner, I let it sit. This is the time that I usually will just do anything that I usually do in the shower, which means wash myself up, shave, anything you have to do. I will do in that meantime because I like my conditioner to sit in. Once I've let the conditioner sit in, then I will take my brush and I will start tangling. Same thing with applying the conditioner. I like to go at the bottom of my ends, start brushing there and move my way up. That reduces the amount of breakage that you may be getting while you're brushing your hair. I also am using this brush that you can also find on Amazon storefront. A lot of stores, even Walmart probably sells this now, but this is a detangling brush specifically for curly, natural hair, and it works very well. All right, now that we're back, I feel like after explaining that, my hair is puffed up even more, but now that we are back, I can start on a fresh head. My hair is completely clean. It is drying up a little bit, so I want to get this started as soon as possible. One thing that I do like to do whenever I'm doing my curly hair routine is use product on wet hair. So whether that means buying a spray bottle or just sitting there by the faucet, honestly just do what works best for you. I have no spray bottle with me. I'm at my boyfriend's right now, so I'm just going to use the faucet and re-wet my hair. But first what I want to do is part my hair. So I usually part down in the middle, halfway, and I'll clip that up. I have 2 clips with me that I always use when I'm doing my hair. After I clip it up, then I'm going to start dividing and conquering, basically. Start from the bottom and go all the way to the top. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, now that everything is parted out, I've just taken a small section. I've noticed, actually, I used to do really small sections, but I've noticed the longer I've been doing this routine, the bigger the sections I've gotten and the easier this process goes. So that is awesome. That means whatever I'm doing is working. But basically, I take a small section. This is when I say earlier that I will go ahead and wet my hair, use that spray bottle, use the faucet, do whatever, do whichever works for you. But I like my hair to be completely wet. One thing that I learned is a while ago I had my curly hair cut and the hairdresser told me that because I have low porosity hair, temperature of the water also matters. So usually when I wet my hair, I use, if not warm to hot water. I guess that makes it easier for my hair and my curls to lock in the moisture. Low porosity hair basically means that your curls struggle to keep in that moisture and they dry out fast, which is why you saw my hair super puffy earlier. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use warm water, wet my hair, and then we'll go right in with the product. So this is pretty much how wet I get my hair. Then I take my brush and I brush through that. The parts of my hair I really like to focus on is the roots, because that's the part that dries up the most. My ends have no problem locking in that moisture. It's my roots. So usually I will put water at the very top and then just rake it through. So the product we're gonna be using today is one of my favorites. I think I've been stuck on this for a while, for a few months now. I started using it, I think in May, and it's now September and I've been loving it. So this is the Pattern Styling Custard. It is so awesome. So as you know, Pattern has, or if you don't know, Pattern has a lot of styling products. They have everything, shampoo, conditioner. But the main product that I've been using is the Styling Custard. I use the styling, I think it's the styling cream. It's very similar, but I personally prefer the custard. I just feel like it gives me a better hold. Before using Pattern, my main thing with products, curly hair products, was that I would buy a leave-in conditioner and then I would buy a gel to basically seal it off, and I would use that in my curly hair routine. So I would basically use two styling products. With this, I've only had to use one. One thing I do want to say and warn you guys is to make sure you're careful with mixing Pattern, well, the styling custard at least, with different products. I have found that this product does not mix at all with Eco Styler Gel. So I would used to using Eco Styler Gel, like after I do my curly routine, I would just put it all over my hair. Not too much, but basically to seal it off. I also use it on my edges, but they do not mix. Those products do not mix. You do not want to find out what happens. It looks like you have like, almost like little beads in your hair, and they're like little white. It just doesn't look good. So be careful with the products you mix with Pattern. If anything, if you're wanting more of a hold, then I would say to switch over to one of the gels that they use and pair that with a leave-in conditioner, or even pair that with this custard. But like I said, be careful with using this with other products. So once I put the product in my hair, I just take it through with a brush. As you can see, the curls are so juicy. They look so good. And that's one chunk done. So now we're just gonna keep going and finish off this side of my hair. Alrighty guys, I am now halfway through my head. As y'all can see, the difference is very clear. My hair is looking very shiny, defined. And if we compare it to the other side, Lord have mercy. I don't even know if we want to. I just want to talk about quickly the technique that I'm using. As you guys can see, I was wetting my hair, I was brushing it, but as I got to the ends of my hair, I was like turning the brush, and that helps the ends curl up and get that little spiral curl pattern. For example, on this little strand, that spiral is not my natural curl pattern, so I like to just turn the brush at the very end and it gets that little effect. Now that we're halfway done, we're going to start on the next side. This is going by super fast. Like I said, this product works so well, and I love only having to use one product. So let's go ahead and jump to the other side. Okay, moment of truth. This is what it looks like. Boom. It looks pretty good. Obviously, it's still really wet. So the next thing we're gonna do is diffuse my hair. Now I know what you're thinking. A lot of people, I feel like when diffusers were really at its highest, when all the girls on YouTube were doing curly hair routines, everyone loved using the diffuser. But since then, a lot of people have just gone back to air drying or just regular blow drying. And I don't blame you guys, because diffusing your hair is a long process and you have to be very patient. But I have found, since I was one of those people that stopped using it and came back, that I should have never stopped. It is really great at keeping your curls defined, and you can also use it to get the volume you want. Because I know a lot of people don't use it because they think, oh, I'm not going to be able to get that volume that I'm still wanting, versus me just using it as a regular blow dryer. But I'm going to show you all today that you can. But everybody has their preference with their curly hair, whether you want it to be more flat and defined, or if you don't mind the little bit of frizz and a little bit more volume. It is up to you, but the way I do it is I get both, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. So I just have this Revlon blow dryer here, and I have the diffuser attachment. A lot of times nowadays when you buy a blow dryer with a diffuser attachment, it comes with it, but you can always go find or buy the attachment separately. All right, so I am an impatient gal. I'm not gonna sit here with this blow dryer diffuser on cool for 3 hours and wait for my hair to dry. It's just not gonna happen, and it's not realistic, and I know y'all agree with me. So I usually put it on medium. I never put it really on high unless I'm just really rushing. But I would highly suggest just keep it on medium heat and keep the blow on high. One thing that helps is if you do not like standing up in the bathroom for a long period of time doing this, then I suggest you sit down, sit on the counter or something, go in your living room, plug this in and sit down and watch TV while you're doing this, because it does take a little bit of time. But I'm just gonna stand in the mirror and do this so you guys can get a good look at it. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking sections, plopping them on the diffuser and pulling them up. Once we get halfway, I'm going to switch up that technique, and I'll show you guys really how I add volume to my hair. Also, I am about halfway done. My hair is still very much wet, especially my roots, but that was the goal. Now that I've gotten a little bit drier, as you can see, it's shrunk up a little bit. I'm now gonna flip my head over and dry pretty much like this. With my hair flipped over, this is going to get your roots and the top of your hair, like your strands, to stand up more, and it's going to add more volume because obviously you're drying it upside down. So the way your hair is now, it's going to dry like that. And once you flip over, you'll see the volume all around the top. So I'm gonna do that. If you do not want your hair to have more volume and you feel like your curls already have enough, don't do this step, skip ahead, and just continue to blow dry it like how I showed you in the first part. Alright y'all, this is the finishing product. Yes, this is my hair dry. It is hard to believe because it has so much definition, but it is dry. Like, you can even see my roots. They're a little bit puffy. It is completely dry. And it also kind of depends on like the diffuser attachment you have, because I think that this one works a little bit faster than mine. But there's the time. I showed you guys the time at the beginning. That is what time it is now, so you guys can be able to tell how long it really took. But she is fully dry and she has a good amount of volume. Obviously this is the first day, so the curls are going to puff up much more throughout the week, but you can see the curls are still really defined. They look so good. The next step obviously after this would be that I would probably go in and do my edges, especially if I'm about to go somewhere. I would probably try to put like somewhat of a part somewhere in here if I can find one. All right everyone, that is the end of this curly hair routine. I hope you learned something. Just a disclaimer, if these products don't work for you, I'm so sorry. This is just something that works very well for me. If you have any techniques that work for your specific curl pattern and you would like to drop them in the comments below so the girlies can also pick up on those, then I would definitely suggest that and encourage that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.